Hey,
You
what's
know what
going
it is,
on?
man.
Yeah. I know. I see people already jumping in. That was a mix of
Some
Old Dirty Bastard
ODB,
and
some native,
the Indian Dream.
natives.
Yeah. Hey, hey,
Savage AF, y'all.
Yeah, that was a mix.
Savage AF, y'all. You
Yeah.
know what it is, man. I'm Black Pedro, this dude
Yo,
right here.
this is comedian Shang. Yo,
You
check
know
this
what it
out.
is, man.
You know what? Normally we're here for you 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific Standard Time.
I always feel like I got to say it like that. Pacific Standard Time. Typically, because some stuff I can't cuss. And I can't cuss
Monday
for how
through Friday.
long? Yeah, for another 4 minutes. But yeah, usually we're here for you. And
Forget your feelings, facts matter. That
facts
is
matter?
our motto.
Is that
But
our motto?
we'll be cursing. Like it's our censored motto. Let's say that,
Yeah,
right?
we
Like
have to censor
it's the
ourselves.
clean version.
But
Just know that Monday through Friday, typically 3 p.m.
right.
Pacific Standard Time, typically you can catch us live on YouTube,
All the
Facebook,
way live.
on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously.
Yeah,
If you ever miss
Instagram.
us live, obviously you've got a drug problem. Okay,
Yeah, you know what?
get your life
You know
together.
what?
I'm
We need to
living
check between
clean.
your toes for holes because we know you're poking holes between your toes. You are doing
You
the hair
toe
on.
poking,
You're
toe
riding.
poking.
Yep. They're riding a white horse. That's what they're doing.
If you're on a ride. All right,
Yeah.
so but here's the thing. If you want to get off that horse and
You
just
go
get
down
on
there. You see the
this
scroll.
train, our YouTube channel is scrolling at the bottom of the
You see it
screen.
scrolling. Don't
All
act like
the
you don't see it
episodes
scrolling.
are archived there, so you can, like, if you miss us live,
You
crackhead,
can go and
you can
subscribe.
turn your life around.
Right the
Rehab.
hell now. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
YouTube.com
Right here.
/C/Savage AF World.
And then when you get there, do this. To the channel.
Ding.
Ding. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because if you don't, that's what's gonna happen.
Rabbits will trip on your ass.
Yeah. So
For real,
and you're not done there. Make sure you rate us because when you rate us, it helps us with the algorithm. And last but not least, next to last but not least, your thumbs work.
But not last.
Right. If your thumbs work, hey, what's up, everybody in the feed? I see some people on the IG, but the people on YouTube, and give us the thumbs up because the thumbs up is what helps us keep our sanity. You know how many times I've had
algorithm of the night.
I had to prevent Pedro from going absolutely nuts. All right.
I almost went Black Rabbit on him, like,
yeah.
And
but he didn't because
but you know what it is.
Because y'all subscribed and put your thumbs in there and you did all that.
But listen, more than your thumbs in the air, the most important thing in this technological virtual landscape is social media.
Right.
And
social media means so much.
Above and beyond all else.
Yes.
Without Instagram, comedians are nothing. Like literally,
I would be
they're
nothing.
comedians screaming like rabbits.
Yeah.
They're falling off of roofs like cats. At Black Pedro, at comedian Shang, Pedro Darko is what you could call me, Lady Hazel May. If this shit don't go right. So
and on Threads,
I almost made the curse threshold.
Almost.
Sorry, we'll
you
be
did
cursing
make
in
You get 30 seconds, man.
That.
I'm at Black Pedro, at comedian Shang on Threads. Make sure you hit us on Threads. I'm almost at 10,000, so keep it going, people.
Let's go, y'all. Savage AF, man. Instagram, Threads, they are twin cousin apps, raised by the same grandmother, but their mothers didn't get along.
So they had to put them in separate houses.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Both got hooked on that thing.
Yeah. We got people
good humor. I see over on Instagram, I got Ms. Coxon. Good Humor Wasted says she's headed over to Instagram. So looking forward to that. But on the IG, I do
on the
want to
IG.
acknowledge AJ Fit. Bronda Miss Unpredictable, even though she shows up every day.
Yeah.
Kind of know what you're gonna do, girl.
I am Rodriguez.
Shut up.
Rodriguez Jones is here. Glamour Girl.
LG,
Yeah.
Lady Hazel May,
Oside _
Tamani J.
Kaladali. I hope I'm saying it right. I don't know, but I'm giving it a shot. So give me some
Hey.
grace. And plus, it's after 5 minutes, and I'm doing the best I can fucking do.
So
Okay.
Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter, guys.
Yeah, that's
And the fact is, IG names are hard to pronounce. But that being said, I'm drinking tequila. It's Reposado. It's also Wednesday,
What's
January
Reposado,
31st.
man? Isn't that the name of a car?
Not in this country.
Not in this country.
I don't know all the cars in all the countries, but
jumped up my Reposado. That's what I remember hearing. All right, it don't matter. You know what? It don't matter what y'all think. What we gonna give you the rundown on the run up. What's up, Elise
it's
Mitchell?
time to get it going, man.
What's popping? Yo, what's popping? Penny Wiley, what's popping? That's what I'm saying.
Yvonne's Unique Boutique. I see you on Instagram. Listen, we're on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook all at the same time.
Simultaneously.
So but I will say that our main comment section that pops off, that is a community, that is a family, that is a unit. Unit is the YouTube. So it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Savage AF, look us up on Savage AF World, all of those, but youtube.com/c/Savage AF World. All right, listen, let's get into it, man.
Let's get the rundown on the run up. Yeah,
Savage AF, man. Black Pedro, comedian Shang. It's Wednesday, January 31st in 2024 in the time space continuum.
Very important to let y'all know before we get into this. Each show we got to make sure what would Cat think.
That keep that in the back of your mind, in your back pocket. Be stacking jokes. I see you. All right, listen. On this Wednesday, this hump day, let's hump up on it. All right. So listen,
yo, man, that sounded weird. It sounded like a little bit of sexual misconduct.
All I said was let's hump up on it.
Yeah, which sounds like, and we don't want to.
You making it weird.
I'm not making it weird. We gonna catch another case. You know how many times we've been flagged?
Bro, I told y'all stop listening to me. It's like, do what I say, don't do as I do. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Who's listening to drunk Uncle Pedro?
Yeah,
Pedro, unless you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram.
Everybody, Uncle Pedro done put his dick in the fish tank again. God damn it, again.
Well, how else we gonna catch these guppies? Listen, man. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're gonna end with the Shangry. I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah,
I wish a motherfucker would.
That's what I'm ending with. Yeah,
that's what we ending with today. But before that, Black Pedro pop in today. Sorry, Barbie, and that is sincere. Sorry, Barbie. I will explain. But before we get into that,
what? Okay, I know. I don't want to cry this show, but I heard.
That's enough for now. But before we get into that,
all right, you don't have to stop. I've had enough of that.
Yeah,
I have to stop that. Yeah, you don't have to.
I do have a thing. Breakup or civil war. It was a discussion I had with myself, with y'all, by myself, together with the community, alone, while I was surrounded by people on Instagram with nobody around me. But I will ask you the question. But before we get into that, again, other than Shang's 3-hour journalistic accreditation course,
right? Which I'm
credentials.
I have credentials, and for you know what, I'm gonna make me a diploma. I'm gonna display my.
No, you're gonna download it and
I'm gonna download my diploma.
That's the language we talked about.
You guys will see that I am a journalist. I do the hard work.
We just don't have the proof. We got a lot of theories, just no evidence. But when we do ask questions, when we do get journalistic, it generally sounds like this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
Wow.
Motherfucker say what? Your dad must die. Literally, I don't want to really big up the dude's name. I'll just call him White Boy Zero.
Yeah, well, Um,
just generic white guy startup
yeah,
kid,
yeah. This is the white
a
men that
Pennsylvania man.
and they try to say all the shit black people been through, and they try to say we fragile, and we're
Oh my,
snowflakes, and all of that shit, and y'all can't even get through lunch without going. You know what? Yeah, give me another raisin on my fucking cereal.
over on
Give me
Insta, I
one more
see Glow
raisin.
Up Network. I see you. Listen, dangerous death cult. I'm getting
Wow.
this from Midas Touch, which, by the
Okay.
way, I think is taking over social media in terms of the number one source or a number one sourced um,
It's one of the number one
entity
sources.
on the internet,
2 million, I think,
according to them,
according to well, they
above
are.
Fox
Yeah,
News.
they're one of. They are one of them. I watch them. I watch them consistently and
Uh,
religiously. But
dangerous death cult. A Pennsylvania man beheaded his father, a federal employee, and called for quote unquote revolution against the quote unquote Biden regime and quote unquote army of illegal immigrants in a video posted online. So what we have is a 32-year-old man, and I'll just put the face up in case he gets off and you happen to be at Walmart and you're like, hey, you look like Killer
well,
Race Dude.
I found the first face I found of this guy is right here.
Yeah. But apparently simply because his father had a government job, a federal job under the Biden administration, this man, who obviously is caught up within the ideology of this
MAGA.
MAGA right wing QAnon conspiracy theory, white supremacist bullshit,
You forgot. You forgot
believed
Christian
that his father
nationalists.
should
Christian
white Christian
nationalists.
nationalists believed that his father should die, not just die but be beheaded. And I believe he's also being charged with abuse of a corpse, which means you killed your dad, then beat him up.
I thought Denny fucked him. I don't know why.
He beheaded his father, then proceeded to fight him, which I honestly, according to what I know, is not the definition of squaring up.
Yeah.
Literally fighting a headless corpse.
Well,
It
obviously,
just seems like an
okay.
advantage. I ain't
Let's
never
just tell the
really
truth.
fought Ichabod Crane,
Yeah.
on Halloween or some shit, but like it just seems like an advantage when the motherfucker not only can't see you, but
Okay.
can't see anything.
Yeah,
Like
but here come the trolls on my IG, and I always expect y'all. And by the way, every one of you trolls, y'all can suck a donkey dick. The point is,
under the bridge that you came from.
yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. If you say something that has some kind of credence or intelligence, I might rock with you. But if you just say, "Hey, you guys are you're total queers," then I just go, "Well, you're a child." But
We don't use
this,
queer. We don't like
but
queer.
no,
Being the
I know,
word we
but
use.
they that's I was saying it in their
It's a queer
voice,
thing to say.
right? That was really strange. The MAGA cult is out there, and and for some reason Trump has some kind of sway over them, and their go-to now, other than trying to have policy, other than trying to have an intellectual argument or a concrete, realistic argument based in reality, this is what they fucking do. They
Well,
go straight to violence, or they go straight to Dad got to get his head cut off. I mean,
so
and redneck,
So
redneck. I mean,
just to be a little more specific, so that I'm just not flashing some white guy's face from Midas Touch on. And when I say from Midas Touch, I just mean through them. So that I'm not just flashing the faces. And again, I personally don't like to big up these guys in name. Certain ones do need attention, but other than that, this is again according to Midas Touch. The video of this guy's rant or whatever after killing his dad. The video included a disturbing rant in which the 32-year-old blamed the federal government for various issues, including quote unquote woke mobs and the
woke
perceived
mob
destruction of the United States by migrants. I'm sorry.
by immigrants, not European immigrants. Of course, you know what, you racist cucks. The
Well,
bottom line is it's never European immigrants because
just as migrants. He
okay,
didn't. He didn't.
migrants, they're
He,
migrants.
He didn't say any race in this
Okay, but
according to
we
this.
know what it is.
But and they give his last name, but I'm just calling him Dude. Dude, a self-described quote unquote commander of what he called quote unquote Dude's militia. And it's his last name, but I just don't want to big it up. Declared a revolution against the quote unquote Biden regime and the quote unquote army of illegal immigrants. Now that gets a little bit more brown.
Okay, it gets a little bit more
Yeah.
brown,
He
right.
didn't say
Okay,
it specifically, but
but
yeah,
that's what he
like no.
said.
He's
Okay,
getting closer
he's
there.
getting closer and closer.
And then
Let's just tell the truth. Let's keep it
no,
Savage AF.
we know. But
We
and
know.
then it says he urged a quote unquote call to action for American patriots, end quote, to join him. He was arrested around 9 p.m. on Tuesday, hours away from his home.
Okay, well, let's can I say something real quick to everybody?
Yeah,
Okay.
please do.
Why do we always try to like curve around it? The reason the Democrats are going to take a shellacking if they don't step up and start stepping out and saying what it is saying that these white people, and it is white people, primarily white people that are storming the Capitol, primarily white people that are
who trying to steal my soup?
Yeah.
Don't storm the Campbell's.
Don't you ever take my Campbell
You chunky soup,
Would that be
motherfucker.
would that be a good commercial for soup? Hey, motherfucker, don't you ever take my Campbell's.
It's just a black dude shooting Ashley Babbitt in the neck over a chowder.
Don't you ever take my Campbell's. And then they show a black dude just knocking the shit out of somebody.
I love it chunky.
I love chunky.
All my rounds are chunky.
So the bottom line is this is white fear. This is white people afraid of. If you go back to the essence of a lot of the MAGA, it's fear. It's nothing more than fear. And also they're afraid with their own inadequacies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody does that when you kind of, they project, they do all kind of stuff. Everybody has inadequacies, but what they do is they, just like America's taught white Americans, it's like, no, you're not the lowest on the rung. We can have other people we can put on the lowest part of the totem pole.
They made the rungs and then
got mad about it.
They re-rung themselves to be like, oh, we're getting, and it's like, well, chill.
So he chops off his pop's head, you know.
And AJ Fit did say maybe he'll get a Netflix documentary, but he also said, who else seen the video of the well-known terrorist over here talking about you'll find out soon who I am. Here's my thing. Haven't we known who these white dudes are for a while?
Yeah.
Weren't they terrorists in 1619, 1719,
right,
1819,
yeah,
1919,
1999,
1999. All the 19s, they have been horrible, and every year in between. So I hear you, AJ. Absolutely. I haven't seen that specific video, but I think what we're seeing is just this evidence of white guys who are going so fucking nuts that in this specific case, but I think it's only isolated in its specificity, but not in its extremity, right? Like in its extreme behavior, what we have is Jason Voorhees, like, y'all killed my mama and I'm not gonna die at the bottom of this lake. Yeah. But the thing is, nobody actually killed their mama, and your mama was crazy because she tried to kill all the kids at the camp. But the reality is, and that's just
are you equating
that? Friday 13th? Yeah. Well, you put up the image, bro.
I know you're equating the entire country to that. Yeah, because that's
put the image up.
Because when I typed it in, that's the image that came up.
No, but
I know.
The reality is, we are seeing the immersion, like the sort of explicit immersion, the explicit expression of these white guys who are
not just
willing.
White guys.
Well, they're at the front. You will not replace us. Jews will not replace us. They were the Tiki Torch guys.
Iraq.
Bro, all white people are from Iraq, bro.
That's true.
No, but no. Here's the reality. You could be white and from Iraq, but we're seeing these extremist guys who bro, did you see his hue? All right, he was Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Duck White, Donald Duck, descending white. Um,
His name is Dr. Opaque.
yeah, like Sir Translucent.
Yeah,
But
unless
listen,
if we're gonna keep it real, yeah. But
but like this, they're outwardly now not just saying stuff,
they're
but
doing it.
expressing it violently against his
Also,
own dad, just for working in the Biden administration, which isn't necessarily
a
a
bad thing.
political well, it's also not necessarily an inherent political affiliation.
It's a job. It was a job. Psycho babble.
It could. I don't know if it transferred from one administration to
But
another.
they jumped.
It's not a
They
reason to
jumped
kill
the
your
shark.
dad.
They always jump the shark when it comes to logic, rationale, and reason. The motherfuckers is always out of box when it comes to anything. Like you could ask them a question and it's a logical, rational question, and then they go, "I had enough of this," and then they jump in their car and they fuck their sister, and then they go on a shooting spree. You got to think the same thing that happened with the guy that drove to Texas because he wanted to kill all the illegals, as he put it, and he shot
El
a bunch
Paso,
in
like
El Paso,
Walmart,
in El Paso, and he shot a bunch of people. It's like I just want
the
to ask white,
Buffalo supermarket.
Buffalo supermarket guy. I want to ask white folks if there's any white folks watching this. What's wrong? Is there something you need to talk? You need to.
Well,
You need
Evelyn
to sit
Gatlin
down and
says.
talk? Are you
Evelyn
okay?
Gatlin says they are who they truly are. Some of us act surprised. That and that kind of lends to the point that I think I'm ultimately getting to is just like we're seeing this, right? Like we see it, like dude is willing to kill his father, and
Yeah.
over some political
Well, don't
opinion
you
or
think that's part of
affiliation
a
slightly,
no,
but maybe something else happened.
no,
Maybe
no,
when he left
no?
his mom for Debbie, the secretary, he just couldn't get over it and
And
pointed
he
it towards
decided
Biden.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
blame
know.
Biden.
But what
No,
I
I don't
know
think
is
it
that
is,
either
man.
way, there are
Mm-mm.
these dudes out here that are willing to act like this.
Yeah, but Pedro, let me ask you this.
Let's go.
Okay, black people have the psychic pressures of racism that hover over our heads.
Mhm.
It's always in the ether when we're walking outside, we're going down the street.
That's why I
Pedro
don't do
driving too
ether.
fast. Right. That's why I do as much as I
I
can.
stopped doing ether, dog.
But I'm telling you right now, they have always tried to shift the blame of
Mhm.
something else on their own actions. If you look at how a lot of white people, when they do the whataboutism, where you're talking about something that is
Well,
specific, and then they go, "Yeah, but what about Obama?" Yeah, like that. And I consider that the deep-seated bitch in them. I think there's a lot of bitch in a lot of these people that try to act like tough guys from the standpoint because they know they have the upper hand in society, and to a point. That's why white women will say, I'll call the cops," and it's death by cop because they always go to that instead of just being a straight up person. So until you show me different, after you're chopping motherfuckers' heads off and doing crazy shit like that, I'm gonna have a hard time with you.
AJ Fitz said white boys have killed their parents over taking World of Warcraft / Twitch gaming systems. Not shocked.
Oh Jesus,
But I think we need to realize that I mean it's there's this I think all dudes carry hostility, and you need a centered man in your life to actually help you focus that in some way or
Well,
another.
no.
But white boys take their angst because they have also this
What angst?
give it, like I said, I think it's just a thing of masculinity. Like
No.
white guys, black guys, a lot of Chinese guys, like they want to break shit, right? Like we have martial arts and football and all these violent games that we play so that we can exert this sort of dark energy. But white guys take it to a level where they're like, oh, you know how many people I could kill with this? It's like nobody else is really thinking like that in that way.
I disagree. I am all the time. No,
but
I am
legally.
Hey,
that's
bro.
why they stifled you from
from getting my.
accessing
You know what? Wow.
the means.
You know what? Good
I'm
circle
telling you,
back, man.
you, bro. That's
Good
why
circle
they do
back.
it.
No, man. It's a cool. You just circle right back to me trying to get a gun for the past year and a half, 2 years, and a legal gun, trying to be an upstanding citizen. By the way, they just because they know I hit the target a couple times in the middle with that handgun
Clink,
shit.
clink.
Clink, 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 clink. And I understand that. But the bottom line is a lot of it is their insecurity. And I don't think it's just, I mean, I think that they're inherently violent. If you go back to what they did to the American Indians, if you go back, they didn't try to negotiate.
Natives.
Native Indians.
They're not
Natives,
Indians.
not natives. Natives.
Indians are from India. They just
Native American Indian and Native Americans. I grant you
They're
help.
not even Americans, dog, because they
Right. Well,
weren't allowed to
natives.
part. It's just natives, dog.
Natives. What they
So
did
this
when they
continent.
did that, instead of just trying to live peacefully and negotiate, they did all of the heinous
Mhm.
shit they did to them. If you look at even after slavery was supposedly abolished, we had Jim Crow for
Not yet. Still
ever.
waiting on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we're still waiting on that shit. Aside from all of that shit, people,
Right.
if you look at it,
That part.
they always want. That's why they say "Make America Great Again," because they want to go back to a time where everybody to them is subservient and don't have rights and don't have the right to just live and get through the fucking day. This dude switched his bullshit of inadequacies to, well, it must be Biden, and my father worked for Biden,
His
so
father.
he got to lose his head.
His
Fuck outta
father
here.
happens to work for the government while
That was he wanted to kill his
Joseph
father.
Robinette Biden,
Yeah,
and he beheaded him. And this is, and when we talk about white people shit, this is like, you know, that medieval time shit. Like
Yeah.
I think, you know, we never taught global history in the right way. So we don't understand that after the fall of the Roman Empire, like, we've heard the term dark ages, but I'm not sure that we all understand that
How
Europe,
dark the ages
like,
were.
no, like Europe fell back into like caveman shit after, you know, sort of being democratically civilized. And the Egyptians, Africans had to come back through and be like, no, you don't have to shit in the back of this cave and club your woman over the head and drag her. Like you could actually, here's what an aqueduct really is, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like there is this inherently violent, I think, part of the European construct that is
Nah.
conquerous, right?
And
Where
by the
like
way, we
it
got
seems
another
like
question.
African nations seem to live in a
No,
relative harmony
they fought
that
with
wasn't
each other, man.
about global conquest or
Okay.
supremacy in any sort of global, universal, humanistic way. Like oh, the, you know, like the fucking what's Kunta Kinte? What was his tribe? The Maasai warriors,
I
like
don't know. I have to check with SAG after.
no, but the Maasai warrior, it's not like they were ever like, oh,
Okay.
let's go kill everybody and
Right.
then like
But
enslave
this,
everybody.
hold up. This
They were just like, no,
mentality,
we here, we're chill, don't
Pedro.
fuck with us.
And by the way, thank you, Jeffrey Sierra 73. Even though you followed me and you said, "Who gives a fuck?" That
We
yo,
do here on Savage
we
AF.
care.
Fuck
We
your
care
feelings.
real
Facts
lot.
matter, man.
Listen, and by the way, I think what you said made a lot of sense, bro.
Oh, bro.
Whoa, that was deep. But I think that again, it goes back to I think that Trump awakened something in these psychos because they are psychos to cut your father's head off because he worked for Biden or he worked in a job that
So,
was under the Biden administration in any way, shape, or form. Already connected with Biden. How about that? In any
so
way, shape, or form. And I think it's because Trump's evil and the shit that he spews has infected a lot of people's minds, and they think, "Well, I'm going to fight and die for Trump." And even though Trump doesn't give a fuck about nobody, the only reason he's running for fucking office is so he can not go to jail. Everybody knows that, and the
that's
people
it.
that don't
Immunity. This is
yeah,
the immunity campaign.
yeah, this is diplomatic
This ain't for
immunity.
this ain't for freedom or America or
Nah, it
middle
ain't none of
class.
that. He
No,
don't give a
this
fuck
is
about that. In fact, he's
strictly
trying to
immunity.
stop. And y'all can check if you somebody said that. I was debating on some fucking live. I don't know why I do this shit. I'm
Don't
gonna
do it.
stop doing that shit.
They're dumb.
Somebody was debating with me saying that Trump would never try to block immigration so he could win. Yes, he is.
He's literally said it. Mike
said it.
Johnson has said it. The Republican Party is saying it, that they're not trying to solve immigration right now while Biden is in president. And this is how you end up beheading your father for working for
Right.
Biden, is
Somebody
because
said Biden suck. Okay, who this? Now
well,
underscore.
Trump swallows.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like, listen, if Biden sucks, then Trump swallows. And how do you like your whore? I really don't know. But the reality is, man, this is
This is
we're in a
America,
we're in
man.
a situation where people are
Taking it too far.
yeah, they're enacting extreme behavior, ill-advised, uneducated,
Yeah,
and ill-informed, and they're just act so like your dad works for a Biden government, and
kill it.
you think he's part of some deep state, this and that, and it's always these slang terms. It's just like, yeah, he's part of the woke movement, the leftist,
Oh God.
this and it's just like,
Can
bro,
you know what,
yeah,
Pedro? I wish you could see my feed right now. Okay, now or whatever the fuck your name is. When people say Trump 2024, and I've seen some black folks that say it too, and white folks and whatever else. What is his policies that he's running on that is making you say Trump 2024? What is it that is about his moral character or anything that he got other than him being a rapist? And it's a proven rapist and lost $83.3 million. What are you running for other than being a troll
listen,
and being obstinate, you fucks?
I can
You
I can
stupid
simply
fucks.
I can simplify it for all of you, and I guarantee you there's only 3 reasons to still be supporting Donald Trump. You are either rich, racist, or both. So decide. And you can be both, right? Like it could be positive, negative, neutral. But listen, you are either in it for the tax cuts, you're really, really rich,
Right.
or you hate immigrants, you're really, really racist, or you could actually be both, right?
Right. Yeah.
But there's no like motherfucker who loves immigrants and hates money and loves Trump, right? Like that's not happening. So let's be realistic about this shit, right? Like if you're supporting Donald Trump right now, your thing is the tax cuts that you think you're gonna get because you are a certain level of rich, or the racist actions you think you're gonna get because you're a certain level of fucking cracker, or you're both. And there are rich ass crackers and there are broke ass crackers, but there are no broke ass liberal racists in power.
Oh,
They're
well,
broke ass. There's probably broke ass liberal racists,
yeah.
probably just because that's how humans do, but they're not in power. They ain't
Well,
running
okay.
shit.
Well, let me ask the people in the feed something real quick because I see people coming at me. CNN brainwashed pan African liberals are lost. Okay. And then somebody else said Iran. And I see a bunch of people in the feed. I get that. We're going to get trolls.
Hey, some
But let me,
people, this is why, healthcare
hey,
is so important. People
yeah,
need education. If in the middle of this conversation you just yell out Iran, you're not paying attention to the conversation.
yeah, not at all.
And
You just want to,
we talked about that yesterday or the day
yeah,
before or something
no,
like
but
this.
what I wanted to ask these
And
people
we'll talk about
is
it again.
that are saying Trump 2024, Biden sucks. And I agree, Biden is not the strongest candidate by far. I want to make sure y'all are clear
No,
on
he's
that.
the strongest candidate.
Candidate, but he's
He's
not
he just he's
a
just not
strong
our
candidate.
favorite Democrat.
He's not our favorite Democrat. And out of all the millions of people in this country, we got two choices. One who's a rapist, who is a xenophobe, a fucking racist, idiot, incompetent as fuck, twice impeached, 4-time indicted, 91 criminal counts or whatever the fuck it is against him, and you're still
Felony.
rock
This
felon.
thing has 91 felony
And
counts
black people
against him
say,
over 4
black
indictments.
people that are down keep saying, thank you, Marika is like, I had to fight people on your page because
You don't
people
have
are
to do
going.
that, okay?
But and
Uh,
okay, and Nikki Haley had the chance until she said she wanted to. This is the Carolina boss. Until
raise
she wanted to
retirement.
raise retirement 72. That sunk her chances. So Trump is running for Republican ticket. I pray the Dems get smart. No, I think that another thing that sunk her, at least with black people that got some fucking sense, is when she couldn't answer the question about slavery.
Yeah.
And she couldn't answer
Right.
that. And then she doubled down. And also, she would never attack Trump directly. She was always like, well, you know, I don't like his tan. Bitch.
AJ Fitz says, he said, I've heard dumb ass ninjas online thinking chump, meaning Trumpty Dumpty Donald J. Trump, gonna give each black person $5 million in reparation. Can't fix
That's not
stupid.
that was bullshit.
Nigga, is you crazy?
Hold up. You heard that?
He didn't want to give $300 to poor ass crackers during COVID, like until he realized he could put his name on some checks.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay,
now.
well, you know what? We deal with a lot of people that are going to say incoherent shit. And I
By
think,
the way,
Marika,
I did because I'm sorry. I hate to
no, go
interrupt you
ahead,
like
no,
this,
go
Shane,
ahead, go ahead,
but just real quick to Carolina Boss's point, because we are Savage AF, and we do say fuck your feelings, facts matter. I do want to specify that Nikki Haley did want to raise the retirement age for younger people, like those who are just now entering the workforce. So if you're like 69, I'm sorry, if you're like 59,
right?
she's not trying to raise your retirement age to 70. She actually, for the 20-year-old, for the new college graduate, she wants to raise their age to 70. Not saying it makes it better, but it is more specific and less and seemingly less brutal than like
Then
taking somebody who are on the verge of
65,
retirement and kicking their can down the road.
right?
So
No,
for her, it wasn't about that. It was actually about, and like, listen, Nimrata, still hate you. You a fuck nut bitch.
yeah,
But on this show, I will try my best to spout the truth,
right.
as clean as it is. So she was talking about raising the retirement age for the sort of next generations,
Okay,
and not the current ones that
not
are
the
very
current ones,
close
but
to
we got some people coming
retire.
in saying you Pan Africans are so emotional and all that other stuff, dumb shit
This
like
nigga
that.
said that Pan Africans like we fucking bought tickets on Pan America.
Yeah,
Nigga,
I don't know what the
the
fuck that is.
Pan was a slave ship, you dumb
It's the
fuck.
show's called
So we're
San
here
Andreas. Yeah,
living a life trying to deal with the fucking
right.
society we're in. You
Nimrata.
pan-headed,
Yeah.
pan-tooth, Peter Pan,
Hey, you
pan
know,
butter,
Calby Comedy
pancake headed.
says Nikki Haley is only her Republican name. This is true. God
Yes,
forbid Trump
Nimrata is
won't
her
vote
Indian
because
name.
he's fighting with Iran. They love Iranians. Yeah, we're getting a lot of different people in the feed. We're trying to read both, not only on IG, but the bottom
But
line
we got Instagram, Facebook, and
Instagram,
YouTube
Facebook.
going on.
Nikki and Marika is saying, nope, not Nikki. Nikki wants to. Do you think she wants to be VP? No, I think that Trump will not put her in VP. And I think that it's going to be
she went against him.
And it's a wrap. It's a wrap on with her.
What do you think? Fat Albert and gang, Tim Scott, Coon, Scott, Scooney, Spoon, Coon.
Yeah, Tim Hambone.
I just love you. Like, listen,
Tim Hambone Scott. That's his new name, Hambone.
And you could see on the other side of the screen, Vivek Ramaswamy being like, "Why didn't I think of that?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I should have danced like
Vivek
that."
is a grifter, just like Trump, and we saw the grift, and even the Trump supporters saw the grift. They was like, "Yeah, we ain't with that shit. Fuck out of here, man."
Professor
and
Grift.
they basically said, "Get the fuck out of here." So
Professor Grift.
I think that in this situation we're talking about where the dude killed his father, chopped off his father's head, and then violated his body. I don't know what that means. I'm going to think it's something unfortunate.
I think he just literally beat up a decapitated body, like chopped off his dad's head and then started punching him. It's like that's an odd time to fight, bro.
Yeah.
Like I feel like once the head is on the other side of the room,
right,
you won. Dog.
You won. The fight's over, but not in his book. and he just punched him. It's not
no
over
ref there, but
there.
somebody should have stepped in and be like, "Yo,
shit's so crazy."
He clearly tapped out.
But that actually ties us into the next topic, because I think that this is part of it. No, it does. It ties us into the next topic.
All right. So Shang, yesterday, you were on the road and unavailable, and so I sat here by myself with quite a bit of tequila, some marijuana, and my own thoughts. And the question I posed was, can we just take the U out of America? I know what you're thinking, Shane. There's no U in America, but it's short for the United States of America. And I'm like, let's take the United out of it. We got all these states that are anti-constitutional. They want to do non-constitutional shit.
Yeah, let's
Can
get
we,
it on.
bro, I don't know how you feel. I was just talking to myself in the air. I had some participation from our loved ones here on the show. But brother, how would you feel about, because my thing is like, bro, niggas done been through rough relationships, and you be like, oh, why did I stay in it so long? Shane, how do you feel about let's break up with Florida, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina,
And
Texas,
Texas, yeah.
Louisiana, even? Like, y'all can have all that.
No.
Maybe even give them either New Mexico or Arizona. I don't know. We keep Nevada and the West Coast. Some Michigan, Illinois.
Wow,
I don't know.
Somebody just called you an alcoholic, getting advice from two alcoholics.
No, actually, Shang is sober, and I'm a functioning alcoholic, technically, according to the courts. You're welcome, bitches.
Yeah,
bro. I will finish this bottle and destroy you politically, philosophically, and alcoholically. Okay.
How about that?
Fuck.
And by the way,
Matches
now
360.
or later.
What up, cuz? I see
Now or
Miss
later,
Minnie.
but no,
Andrew
okay.
standing
Do I
up.
feel it's going to be a civil war? I told you that before. They're releasing that movie for a reason.
No. But here's my thing.
I think that they're going to have a civil war.
But okay, so maybe I didn't explain it quite well enough. Here's the thing, Shane. What I was proposing yesterday is that, because I realized like I'm wrong. Like I was like, oh, y'all want a civil war? Let's go. And I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Let the intellect sit in first, right? Like,
right.
What if there's a step before civil war? What if instead of civil war, what if instead of lawyers and some fucking expensive ass court battle or field battle, matches 360? We missed you too, cuz what if instead of some expensive ass battle, we just broke up, bro?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
no. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
let
but
them
I
let them have Florida.
But there's parts of
and
Florida
most of
I
the
like.
Gulf. I know, but I'm saying,
Fuck that. They ain't gonna take Miami.
No, they are, bro. Let them have it.
They can't have Miami.
Listen to what I'm saying. Like,
they can't have
bro,
Miami.
South Beach is cool, but we got Venice Beach. And the beach, the water ain't as nice, but nigga, you know how nice it is out here. Like, bro, like we really want to be stabbing each other. Like, you really want to lean over a nigga and like push a table knife through his throat? Just for South Beach? Like, no, let them have South Beach.
You asked me.
And part of the
Let's do a civil war. Let's go. Let's go. You know why? Because maybe they don't realize they're outnumbered. I know that they think that they have the numbers, but no, I'm kidding. They're outnumbered, man. If you look at every popular election, a popular vote in the election, we win 6 million, 3 million, 8 million, 10 million. Millions and millions of more people trying to have common sense. If you look at all the polls pertaining to abortion and whatever else, we win. So I say, if y'all want to knuckle up,
you can visit, bro. We ain't got it, bro. Like, all I'm saying is, like, before we go to full on civil war, is there a way we could just like let the Confederates be Confederate? Because here's the thing, Shang. Let's now, outside of the geographics of South Beach, and listen, bro, I've been there. I seen the chicas, bro. I seen it.
So that means
the chica champagne will kill you, though. That's what Scarface tells you. Here's the thing, right? Economically, yeah, let's stop paying for Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky, Tennessee, right? Like Georgia, why Louisiana? Like, why are we paying for that? We, meaning the North and the West Coast, right? We who pay taxes in California, right? One of the highest tax brackets in the nation, in the world. Shane, we live in one of the most expensive cities in the world. Like, why would I go to war to keep paying for toothless podunk motherfuckers. Like
That's
you
true.
don't want to follow the Constitution. Cool. Write your own. Good luck, Mississippi, with your illiteracy rate, right? But like,
Hey,
let's
Pedro, come on, man. Hold up. Hold up.
let's
Let
divide
me
this shit up, bro.
hold
Let's
up.
break up. Let's divorce.
So
But
you're
truly
telling
divide
me
the house.
I'm
You
supposed
get
to
the
say,
kids on the weekend.
wait a minute. So you're saying I got to leave a text for Alabama and go, we can't see each other no more?
Listen, it's not you.
It's not you.
Actually, it
you.
is. Yeah,
Actually,
sorry.
you're a
My
dumb
bad.
bitch.
It's
And
not
I don't need
me.
you. I don't need your
It's
dumb.
totally you. But
Yeah.
listen, good
Right.
luck.
Yes. Okay. But I personally would like a little bit of civil.
Matches 360. My cousin who lives in Toronto says that's like Quebec for us. Quebec. Hey man, let them go, dog.
But
French them the fuck
then they're
out.
gonna want our
Wrap them
shit.
in a croissant of racism and let them be who they are,
And
dog.
you know what they're gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. Even if we did that and gave them, if we gave them, say we gave them Texas or whatever the areas are, and like this movie Civil War that's coming out, we had certain areas where it was certain people that stayed in those areas. You know what they'll do? Hey, you know what? I think we could take them back, New York back. Oh, let's go there and get them.
That's fine.
And they're going to still
okay, but before we give to but then that's a reason to just like
they will
curb all of them
motherfuckers.
No, but that's fine. But then it's like, okay, we really try to be civil. When we say civil war, I think we focus on the war part. I think the civil part would be to be like, okay, you guys want to live a certain way that most of us don't agree
with at all. You
but here, man, take this swath of land, whatever it may be. Take this patch within this great contiguous states of America. Like take it all.
And you can, you know what?
But that part, and let's have a grace period of migration. Maybe there will be immigration or sort of travel. But like the Confederate States of America or whoever they want to be, the corn podunk states of America, the toothless states of America, whoever they want to be, now they got to go to the UN on their own, establish themselves as a recognized nation, abide according to that, develop their own shit, live off of Texas because they're the only
they don't need us, right?
Pretty much makes money.
Right. You know what?
Texas gonna be like, fuck you, Mississippi. You ain't paid your bills, and then that'll be a whole thing.
Maybe they'll civil war with each other, but the bottom line is, I don't give a fuck about if they want to do that. Nigga. We can name it Nazi Nebraska.
These are gold digging bitches that we don't need, dog. Like, bro, these are the bitches that just want you to buy them. They're like, so you're gonna take me shopping? No, Mississippi. We're not. We're trying to teach you how to read. You can't even say Givenchy.
Nebraska,
I want that Da Vinci.
No more. Dakota, no more dick for you. I agree with you, but I'm saying they're not going to settle for that because they're already trying to tell everybody in America a certain way to live. And the thing is, I've always said it. Even when you look at abortion rights pertaining to women's rights. Across the board, they're like, no women should be able to get an abortion across the board.
I'm like, hey, bro, like, okay, cool. Well, and watch it be a nation of 13 dudes across 79 million square acres.
So take Dakota, because we don't give a fuck about Dakota.
The Missouris and the Kansas and all of that.
In Mississippi.
I was asking this yesterday. Shang, give me a reason, Shang. Give me a reason why you and I need to get into a civil war over Kansas.
Because
like,
I'm gonna tell you
tell me what we fighting for, nigga.
I'm gonna tell you.
If you say it's Ruby Slippers, nigga.
Okay, are you asking me why we need to fight for Kansas? And I'm gonna give you the answer now, man. Hold up, everybody in the feed.
If you say because it's where Superman's from.
No. I'm not gonna say that either. That Clark Kent, Clark Kent.
That nigga ain't from there, dog.
Okay, I know, but we know he's not. Well,
it's just where he illegally immigrated to.
He grew up, but
he illegily immigrated.
I'll give
Superman is an illegal alien.
I'll give you the fucking answer. The answer is nothing. Nothing is the answer. There's no fucking way.
Let him have it, bro.
I don't even get bookings in Kansas.
Let him have it, dog.
But yeah, but as a comic, it's gonna limit where we can tour.
That's fine, bro. We're already limited. You don't already do camp. You just said you don't do camp. We're
Yeah, I don't get
already
what you're
limited.
saying.
We as Negroes are already limited as to where we can tour. So why are we playing this game? Matches 360, cuzzo. By the way, this is a
Okay.
Trini born
Amiri,
Indian descent. He says Israel is divided still. Punjabi is divided from India. There's a lot of division over
America.
yeah, I'm like, why do we need to be a United States? Like all 50
There's
of
a
them. Like, why do
reason.
we need 50 of these
So you say no
motherfuckers?
civil war,
Well,
right?
I'm just saying, before we actually do that,
No civil war.
let's talk about a breakup. You know, like, hey girl, you ain't got to set all my clothes on fire. Maybe you could have the summer house. I'll take the place in Connecticut.
So you don't think
You
America
keep the
would burn
kids on the
down?
weekend. I got the Beamer. You got the Benz. Like, why we
No,
gotta
fuck.
burn all this shit down? Like,
Pedro, stop it. Listen, I agree with you, but the red
let's fuck
states,
one
the
last
red
time.
states are the people that want to be the Confederate state of America, will retaliate and want to take over the rest of it because they're greedy.
That's
And
fine. That's fine.
and then what? I say
But
we
what
knuckle up.
all I'm saying, let's propose a civil split first. Right? Like, let's say, hey, you know what? I don't even need all of this shit. Like, you take the main house. I'll take
No.
I'll take the cabin in Wisconsin.
Okay, well, what states would it be? And also, now
Well, and
granted,
listen,
they can
let's not
keep
get
some of
ahead
those,
of
they can
ourselves,
keep some
Shane.
of their women. I don't care if they keep their women. Y'all
No,
can keep y'all women.
no, every state should shave their own women. Like, it's
Right.
you know, whatever that is. But you know, I'm not there yet. But all I'm saying is, like, can we get to an ideology, an idea, an agreement that, hey, we shouldn't be together. Like, the Republican Party and the Constitution of the United States shouldn't be together anymore. Like, they've broken, they're cheating. Like, Donald Trump is cheating on the Constitution. And you know what, Constitution? You should leave that motherfucker. You deserve better, bitch. And you know what? You're a bad motherfucker, Constitution. You know what? You were well written. And
And
you
what brought
fucking
this
your
on with you?
is blonde.
What brought
You
this
got
on
great
with you?
hips.
What was it? What brought this on with you? Was it the tiki torch?
Well, it you know, for me,
Was
honestly,
it the
well, no,
shower
because
curtain head wearers?
no. You know that I was in a place of, oh, y'all want to go to war? Let's go to war. And then recently I was just like, oh, you know what? I know I'm smarter than this. And I know,
No.
but I also know that we're not like, I'm not in a place where I'm about to like go back and forth and debate like
No, not
America
like
or the
with
Constitution
trolls
or
or
my
like a
validity.
lot of we
Yeah,
get a lot of trolls.
like
Yeah,
this
fuck that.
cracker racist shit is whatever. Like, white supremacists, like, there's no conversation that I want to have with you. But what I realize is that, yo, they could just actually have their own country right over here.
Give them all that
Like,
stuff in
Michigan
Dakota
and Ohio
Montana.
don't have to be in the same country. Ohio and Kentucky don't have to be
Okay,
in the
so
same
how
country.
I'm telling you
Like,
that how would
Russia broke up like this.
I
Like,
got it.
let's
Russia
go.
broke up, but what I'm saying is that
the USSR.
Montana would just send them to Montana. There's a lot of land in Montana.
Well,
Let 'em
that's
go
the
to
thing.
Montana.
I mean, I think there should be. I mean, and you know, when we talk about Israel divided or whatever, there was this international body that decided who was going to live where. So yeah, let's do that here, white people. Let's tell people
No,
where
not
they
just
can
white
and
people,
can't
because
live.
there's going to be
Or,
black people that are going to go. What if you're interracial marriage?
well, no, I'm. It's not like.
You
I
just
mean,
said
listen.
white people.
Okay. So let's say that the South is like interracial marriage is illegal, and you're in an interracial marriage. Guess where
Move.
you should not live?
Yes.
In that country anymore.
And your little interracial kids should move into areas.
Move here to LA, bro. This is like interracial
And
central.
what's up, Miss Underscore Ty
So
Jones?
that's all I'm saying, Shane. I just wanted to get your opinion on that. I presented
I
that
know,
yesterday.
okay, but I'm gonna give my opinion. These crazy motherfuckers. It's all about excellence and guns.
But they can have that, all of that.
They can do
below
all of
the
that.
Mason-Dixon line,
Right? But do I think that yes?
through Texas or
Okay, if you ask me, Pedro, I'm saying yes. But
okay,
the way they've been rolling, I think we still would have to fight anyway. Because fuck if they wouldn't want to take over certain areas that they say, hey, you agreed that you want to be the Confederate State of America and you could stay down there under your bodunk ass fucking mentality, and we ain't shipping no extra teeth down you there for you, you toothless fucks. But I think they'll be like, why can't we have the nice stuff that's up in New York City? Well, let's go get them.
Well, they're supposed to hate that stuff anyways. But
They
the
don't.
one thing
They don't.
the one thing I did posit at the end of my sort of monologue that I tried by myself yesterday was, who gets the nukes? How do we divide up the nukes? And that
Wow.
would be a problem. But other than that, geographically, socially, ideologically, America needs a breakup. We need a divorce.
Well,
and
we
let's
need, but they're
divide this
not.
house up, bro. Let's move on.
Okay,
to
and
the
you know
woods.
what? AJ Fitz says Texas has hella land available. So, in turn, if Texas wants to take in everybody that has this mentality that's
Yeah.
against women having the right over their bodies pertaining to abortion, and I know some people's argument is, well, that's you're taking a baby's life, but you don't give a fuck about the kids that are actually on this planet, especially if they're brown kids.
Absolutely.
If they're brown kids coming over the border, well, those kids don't count. But the little cells that's in your body before you flush it out in an abortion, oh my God, we care about that. You don't. It's the same old shit. But I
Where I'm
do agree with
from,
you.
we don't even call them kids, we call them niggers to be. Okay.
Right. Right, we have such a moral crisis in America,
Slaves in training.
but we also got crazy town people. That's why I think crazy town would not go for it.
Listen.
Civil war is inevitable if we cannot
I'm saying it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Let's
inevitable.
divide the country up.
I don't mean necessarily
Trump already lives in Florida, right?
Let him stay there.
If they want him to be his ruler, let him rule from fucking Florida all across to like New Mexico, maybe even Arizona, and then like Nevada, Colorado, California, Washington, Oregon. Boom, right?
Right.
Some of that Midwest shit, like Michigan. I don't know what Ohio really want to do, but like Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, like let all that be blue. Maybe there'll be some gaps in between, but we don't need all of that shit. What we do need to do though is move on. We got a divorce from this topic.
Okay.
As we do.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it pushing.
Like
and
this.
The way I push it, push a little something like that.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. All right, man, this is why, like, sometimes I've been accused of being long-winded or, kind of,
okay.
slow on the microphone, but the thing is, man, I like to be thoughtful when I speak.
Okay.
And I know that a couple of months ago, maybe leading up towards the end of last year, I would call it a trashing of one of last year's most
successful movies.
Well, definitely the most successful movie of last year.
Which is horrible. That's horrible.
But also, sort of acclaimed. Didn't end up getting the award nominations that maybe a film of that economic success or critical success would expect. But for me personally, upon my first viewing and only viewing of it, I think I called it Barbage.
Garbage is a good name. It is a good name for it.
And because
I like the girl that's in it. What's the blonde's name?
Oh, no. And I said all of this, that I had no criticism with the actors and the performances.
No, not the acting. I mean, I'd like to fuck her.
Yeah, so I had no problem with the no. This is my pop in. Shang she can get canceled on his own. But no, I love Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other actors, America Ferrara, everybody, Ryan Gosling killed it, Kingsley Benadir. there was a lot of killer performances in Issa Rae. Well, I thought every actor killed it. I thought cinematographically it was um, stunning. But my complaint at the time, a few months ago, upon watching it once, was that they didn't explain the world well enough. That as far as fantasy goes, they did not do a good job of establishing the fantasy world and the transition between Barbie land and the real world and back and forth. And I was just like, that could have been done better.
Right.
That was my complaint. However, high as hell, a little drunk this weekend, probably just like I was the first time I watched it. I was like, you know what? I had this thing inside me, this voice inside me that said, maybe you should watch Barbie again. Maybe I missed something. I'm that kind of guy. Like, I'll admit, I'm not saying I get everything right the first time, right? So I watched Barbie again. And very quickly into it, I realized that, oh man, I had missed a very essential, and it's really one line from the narrator, who is Lady Mirren,
Wow.
an actor who I really love and respect. But at the beginning, as a narrator, she very explicitly just asked the audience to use its imagination. And I think that's all I was asking for in my first complaint. And I apologize to y'all and to Barbie and to Margot Robbie. Call me girl, please. I truly could use you in my life. But the reality is, YG Johnson said, "What were you doing as you watched Barbie?" I already said drinking and smoking, nigga.
And also
I've
said
gone through all the episodes of everything else.
my
It's a
bus driver
critically
glasses.
acclaimed movie. I work in Hollywood. I'm trying, I'm an actor. I'm a comedian. Yeah, you gotta watch the things. Plus, Margot Robbie is fine. FYN. So fuck nigga, but whatever. I did realize that yeah, they actually, whether you think it's a good or bad explanation of the fantasy, they did explain it. And my complaint earlier was that they didn't. And so I'm admitting I'm backtracking. This is something that I rarely do. It's something I try to avoid when I'm
not.
trying to be contemplative and careful with my words.
No.
Taylor, great comedy. What up, niggas? What up, Taylor? I try to be careful with my words. So I realized I think I judged Barbie a little too quickly without really paying attention. Again, I was
Okay.
definitely
Pedro.
high, might have been a little drunk.
Hey, Pedro.
So all I'm saying, I'm not even judging the movie. I'm not changing my judgment on the movie. I'm just saying they actually did something that I said they didn't do.
Garbage.
They explained they asked you to suspend or use your imagination or suspend reality, which is all it is, but it was explicit. And within that, I understand the construct much better.
Okay, but that
So with that, I'm gonna say cheers to Barbie. My bad for judging you ever. Hire me for Barbie too. I'd
you
love to
can't
be a Ken.
expand. Yeah, no, you can't
Tequila
expand.
Ken. You know what I'm saying?
You can't expand your
Kequila.
Yo, man, you can't expand everything. Like, hey, expand. Like, oh yeah, don't take reality into it. Just think
Ken
fantasy.
Kequila. I just want a role in the next movie, Ken Kequila.
Yeah, and what, you're gonna be the drunk nigga? Come here, Barbie. Put your dick in my hand.
Hey, bitch, this bar
put your hand on my dick. I mean, come on, Barbie.
Ain't no bartender. Must be open.
No, I see what you're saying. I just think that ultimately the movie was I saw the movie and I thought it was horrible.
This is AJ like, did you just say Barbie Ninja? He said, I thought this smoke had me tripping. Listen, I watched Barbie, dog. Like I said, I'm a movie buff. It's a highly acclaimed movie. It was the highest grossing movie of 2023. For a guy like me, yeah, I'm gonna watch it to see what up.
But you said it was garbage.
Because I thought they didn't do a good job of explaining the fantasy. And then when I watched it a second time, I realized very early, and actually I didn't even finish watching it. I about halfway through, I was like, okay, I get it now. Like they've asked me to suspend reality and use my imagination, which is all doll play is ever about. Like we didn't call them dolls, we called them action figures. But nigga, with my GI Joes, nigga, I used to take my mama's thread from her sewing kit and I would tie that shit from one part of the living room to the other, and I'd be ziplining GI Joes across the
Uh,
fucking living room, nigga.
no,
Using my
okay.
imagination. There's no
Hey,
war
hey,
going on,
I'm not
Pedro.
saying
What were
no.
you doing?
Okay,
Xantar and them were not attacking, but nigga, I got Sergeant Slaughter going across. Nigga,
I
I
think
got
that
motherfucking Snake
everybody,
Eyes going across.
Pedro has jumped the shark. No, I
All
did
I'm
the
saying
same
is
shit.
niggas
But I
had
didn't do it with
action
GI Joe.
figures,
I didn't
girls
do it
had
with GI Joe.
Barbies. My sister was a weird Barbie chick. Her Barbies were always missing a limb,
Okay, that's
permanently
creepy.
makeup. Yeah, like hair burnt off.
That one I'm not sure
Missing
about
a
right there.
nose or some shit. So
Okay,
that's all, man.
that sounds a little creepy.
Matches 360, all the fellas. I say, and I also said this from the beginning that the messaging in the movie is very important, both for men and women, right? Like it's
I
not just for
hear
little
you.
girls, it's
Listen,
not just for women, but men can learn a lot from this movie too. Like Ken was a major player in the movie and had a
he
perspective. It
got
was about
nominated. He
something.
got nominated.
But what I'm gonna say is that I apologize to the movie for my initial criticism because I said they didn't do something that they actually did. And I'm recognizing that
Okay.
as a
Wait. Okay.
man,
All right. Now
Savage AF fucking fitness facts
let me
matter.
say something. Shit.
Margot Robbie, call me, girl.
Okay.
I got you.
Now I okay. Wow. You
She
got
fine.
Barbie, Sergeant Slaughter, and GI Joe equal white. Hey,
Nigga, I grew up in the 80s. What was I supposed to have? I had a Mr. T action figure as well.
I had Luke Cage.
What nigga? What was the Black
Nigga,
Fangs we
I
were
had
supposed to do back then? There was
Luke
no Black
Cage
Panther
and
back
Black.
then, nigga.
I had
I was
Luke Cage.
no nigga. I was 40. Nigga, I was in my mid 30s when Luke Cage came out. I was on or at least on Netflix. I didn't know the comic book, and there was no Black Panther in the way it is now. Like I wasn't reading those comic books. I'm sorry. The Hulk only acted black matches 360 is like, on the 1st and 15th when the check didn't come through, he would wild out. Yeah, he was blackish. Though, like, yeah, Hulk was like,
Okay, I had a black side.
like what you say to my chick, and then he would fucking flip out on you. But other than that, like like black superhero wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what hip hop was for. That's what
Wow.
NWA was for, nigga. Ice Cube was a superhero.
You know what, man?
Redman had Superman Lover. And
I
that
don't
wasn't even him.
I don't know if that was.
Call me the Superman Lover. Yeah.
All right, but listen, y'all.
It's all
Pedro
right with
lost it a little
me.
bit today.
It's all right with me.
He
Shit.
lost it a little bit, but that's okay. I want y'all to know something. Savage AF is here for you. Barbie's still garbage. Yeah.
I'm not saying all I'm saying is that I realized that I criticized the movie incorrectly.
Okay.
And while I could still have criticisms of it, the thing I said it didn't do, it actually did do, and I'm gonna give it that, and I'm gonna back it up because, again, I thought the messages were important. I thought the actors did their thing. I thought it was well directed. I was criticizing the writing, but kind of missed a critical line. You know what I mean? Like didn't
Pedro,
quite pick up on what Helen Mirren said as the
Pedro,
narrator.
even if she said it, okay, I'm gonna give you that.
She said, "Hey, just use your imagination."
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Like
I
you
mean,
do
come
with
on.
like
It's
you'd have to.
Barbie, nigga. I
Yeah,
get it.
like you'd have to do with everything.
Not every. I mean, documentaries. You don't have to use your imagination, right?
Well, not.
But
documentary.
it's a bit of a cop out. It gives the writers.
Yeah,
It gives the writers a chance to like not explain the world, but also it's like, all right, the movie's called Barbie. How real do we expect it to be? And I think, recognize that in my initial analysis of my first viewing was like,
Well,
Okay, I
I
get
can't
that this
believe we
is like
spent
a
this much
hype.
time analyzing the fucking whack ass movie Barbie. Stop it. It's whack. That's lazy as fuck
I'm
writing.
just gonna
Hey,
say
y'all.
analyzing is not a word.
Okay, but
Analyzing is what
analyzing,
you meant to
you
say.
just said analyzing. That
Mm-mm.
is it.
You said that.
Analyzing. I said that. Okay. Analyzing this whack ass movie and these lazy ass writers that said, hey guys, just give us a pass on leaps of logic and any kind of
Just don't make me right, okay? It's
yeah.
fucking Barbie. She's life size,
And
and if you
that's
go
it.
to the end of the Venice Pier, the fucking she's there,
And
okay?
that's it.
And she
And
has
to
flat
me,
feet, and
and
that's
right.
it.
And to me, that's like, really? Really? You gave her a
Uh,
pass. So I see the people in the feed, yo. Um,
AJ Fit, men, listen, men can learn from Barbie, dog. That's what this whole segment was about.
no, no,
I learned things from Barbie.
no.
Like, bro, you gotta watch Ken. Ken goes through an arc. You could say the movie's about Ken, to be
Ken
honest.
Ken
Like,
got
there's an argument
nominated.
that the movie is about Ken, bro.
He
Like,
got he got nominated.
because in the world of Barbie, he's nothing. Like, Ken is nothing. And he comes to the real world and realizes, like, oh fuck, bro. Like, I'm supposed to be running this shit. Like, I'm a man, bro. Like, bros run this shit. So, like, there's this thing. There is a flip that they do that is kind of cool to watch. But you can't be like, oh, they fucked up Barbie for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that. But LG, stop screaming over there. Your neighbors are gonna think you're getting
Okay.
killed.
All
Okay.
right, but this is what I'm gonna say for
We
y'all.
can't, we can't, don't get swatted.
All right, listen. As we move on, Savage AF is here for you to savagely review and analyze
It's for your own viewing pleasure.
and analyze the Barbie movie because you know that's how edgy we are. We edgy as fuck,
We
and we
edge out.
analyze the Barbie movie. Yeah,
No, we get in there, dog. I get in there. I'm not afraid to touch on these
I know, man.
dolls.
I'm fucking with you, man. But I'm saying
That
I
didn't
ain't.
sound right.
That sounded bad. I ain't afraid to touch
I
these
don't want to give
dolls.
any spoiler alerts. Good humor wasted. I don't,
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what
said do
happens.
her and there's a
I'm
lot
gonna
of Kens.
spoil it.
There's a lot of
You
Barbies
know
in
what?
the
I'm gonna
movie.
spoil it. It's a bunch of bullshit, and it's a bunch of it's a bunch of
It's a
bullshit.
movie about dolls. It's
It's a movie about dolls and how dolls come to the realization that they're more than they are, and hey, the world is bigger than that, and
guess what,
nobody gives a
doll?
fuck.
You are too.
You know what? You could be a doll and still be a person, even though your arm snaps off and you can put it right back on. Whatever the fuck.
Good
Savage
humor.
AF.
Good
No.
humor as she said, do Ken and Barbie get married or do they continue to live in sin? When I tell you that this nigga Ken was getting no pussy, okay? When you talk about a frustrated, and this goes back to the white man who chops his dad's heads off. Like, this was a genitalist white dude who was not getting any pussy anyways, and kind of flipped out when he got a taste. So yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lesson in for all of us, bro. There's a lesson in it.
Hey,
You just watch
Pedro.
the movie and see what you get from it.
Pedro. I
I'm
hear you.
watching these cans out here.
All right. I'm
I'm
just
watching
telling
these
you.
cans. These
We
niggas crazy.
spend way too much time. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Talk about this motherfucker. Way too much time on the Barbie. Because the shit was
That was
you
my
said
popping, dog. That was my
okay,
popping.
but that's your popping. But I'm no, because I'm not
You
gonna
don't
do
know.
mine now. We didn't went way over. Listen. Um
He says YT breaking Pedro checks Ken's grown, bro. That's like
yeah, now you're being a little bit
no.
disrespectful.
I mean, no, but honestly, that's like like Barbie doesn't have a pussy either. Like, bro, come on, don't do that, YT. Don't be so YT.
Yeah, but he did.
Like, bro,
Or she. Or he.
we all know Ken.
You know what? Hey.
And neither does Barbie. They don't fuck. It's part of the construct of the movie. Like, bro, come on, man.
Okay.
It's not like I was like, Mom, buy me a Ken doll so I can see that dick. Like, come on, my nigga. Don't play.
He's making it sound like it's really creepy.
You making it weird.
No, yeah, he's making it weird. Yo, and you know what would be weird if y'all don't subscribe to the goddamn channel. Anybody that's watching this on the YouTube, you should subscribe to the channel. So this is how you do it. You take your fingers, you take your thumbs, you take your hand, you do whatever you do with your hand, make sure you do this real quickly. Hit the bell. Make sure you,
Barbie, Ken, Allen. Nobody has genitals in that world.
also give a thumbs up if you
Come
can.
on, Whitey.
And give a
Come
thumbs
on,
up.
Whitey. You know nobody in that world has real crotch
Yeah, it's all smooth.
things, man.
It's all smooth, like me.
They all are crotchless, nigga. It's just, niggas, use your imagination. That's the point. Now I get to imagine it. Like, niggas used to push the Barbie and the Ken together, but there was never gonna be another doll. Like, they can't make another doll, nigga. He don't have no dick, and she don't have no pussy.
and that's why America's gonna go to
Everybody
civil
know
war.
that. But
That's
I'm the
why we're going to
weirdo.
civil war.
I'm not the one who made a dickless dude and a vaginaless woman and put them together in a world where they can't dick and vagina together. I didn't do that. Mattel did. But
Okay.
y'all wanna put me out there.
Yeah.
Like I'm the weird one.
Hey,
Just
hey,
because I'm a nigga who brought up Barbie. Okay.
Hey.
Real niggas wear pink, my nigga.
Hey.
For real.
Hey.
Nah, nigga. Bright colors attracted girls, nigga. That's pimping Ken.
Listen.
Lucky, this is my favorite. You know, you're right.
Listen.
It's my favorite song.
It's okay. It's okay.
You're right. You're right. I lost it. Fuck.
All right. I want to let y'all know something. I ain't got nothing against people that ain't
I'm
got no
sorry.
dick or pussy. It ain't
Yeah.
nothing against it.
It wasn't
It's
about
just, you know what I mean? It really wasn't about that. And the fact that YT made
It's
it
been
a
a
whole
long
different
week, nigga.
it's been that you made it a whole different
It's
thing and trying to say that
I'm
Pedro is creepy and checking for the smooth parts of Ken. I thought that was disrespectful. See how my voice is changing. Look, I think that was mad disrespectful. And next time you come on this feed, I think you need to apologize for your disrespectful verbiage.
If he was supposed to have a dick, his name would have been Richard, dog.
Yeah, exactly. And then guess
His
what?
name would have been
Ken would
Richard.
have been fucking everybody in the doll world. And it wouldn't have been just that. It would have been the other dolls. It would have been the little sparkle dolls.
You
It would have
know,
been,
you know how many
it would have been
Barbies
the
would have been on the
Teletubbies.
Supreme Court?
They'd have
Didn't
fucked the
have a dick.
Teletubbies because the Teletubby dolls, they needed to get fucked. And then,
I'm the weirdo.
I mean, look how much pussy G.I. Joe would have got if he had a dick. Come on, G.I. Joe.
What do you think the Kung Fu grip is for?
Right. He was
Grabbing them by. Come on, man, America.
Come on, man. America's all about that. So,
Shane, get us about here. I got
no, I'm just letting you know. No, I'm gonna just let you that, man. You ain't no way to follow that shit. Listen, y'all had a disagreement on a fucking doll movie. Listen, yeah,
Like this shit is real.
like this shit was real.
They Pedro molest dolls, nigga. That's not possible.
Yeah, but he went there.
I
So,
bought that pussy.
yo, Savage AF, check this out. Friday, you can go check out Pedro. He's gonna be at the Comedy Chateau, hosting
North Hollywood, California.
North Hollywood, California. Make sure to go see him live. It's gonna be funny.
I'm
Also,
hosting an early show.
this weekend I'll be in Indiana doing
Let's
shows
go.
in Avon, Indiana, which is Indianapolis, pretty much the Red Curve Comedy Club, and also I'll be at the Fort Wayne Comedy Club for 2 shows. We're doing 2 shows. I thought we were doing 1. Fort Wayne Comedy Club, February 3rd, 7:30 and 9:30. Make sure you come out. And then tomorrow night, I'll be in Highland, California at the Two Coot Lounge and the Yamaha Casino in Highland, California. Make sure you tell your friends to come out to the show. Also, I mean, don't leave me down, man. Don't let me down. Come to the Red Curve.
Frozilla.
That shit is, that's what it is, baby. Perfectly round, and he uses scales for a pick. Listen, make sure y'all come out to the show. Come out to all our live shows. There will be other shows come up. And again, we will be back. Now, tomorrow, we're on 3 to 4 p.m.
No, I won't.
No,
I
that's
won't be
Thursday.
on. I won't be on tomorrow or Friday. This is my last
Okay.
show of the week for y'all. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is gonna be his last show for the week. I might rock out solo tomorrow. If not, Friday I'll be flying. So We will see you then. No Shangry today
You
because
guys on? We'll see you on Monday.
on Monday. And while you can, share the ones that we already got existing here. I'm definitely going to rename this one.
You don't want to get your Shangry in today? I got time.
No.
You good?
No, I think that
You don't want to follow the crotchless Barbie,
I think
dickless
the
Ken,
fact that y'all went at it,
pussyless.
I think that you pretty covered. You pretty much covered. I wish a motherfucker would. I think you covered it. Wow.
Right.
It's gotten creepier.
Well, no, good humor ways to say, let me rub some smooth part.
It's just getting creepier.
Like I just imagine some creepy dude in the club, like what that smooth do, girl.
Yeah.
Let me see what that smooth do.
Whole bunch of men bending their fingers up, trying to finger.
You got me smooth as hell right now.
Ow.
They always hard because I'm made of plastic. Unless you put me in the microwave. That's how your Barbies get weird. Listen, guys, Savage.
Wow.
My sister used to mutilate her Barbies. Like they were always.
That don't tell you something about your sister?
No, it didn't. Nigga, there were times I walk into a room and be like, hey, and there'd just be like this shelf of like deformed Barbies that are like, huss. And I'd be like, okay. I'd back out real slow, my nigga.
Tell her to let us go.
And I was like 17 and she was like 10. And I was like,
oh, well, yeah. That's what you're older than.
Yeah,
that's your little sister. You're older than her. But listen, when we come back, I promise you that we will not be talking about doll private parts. I'm
not gonna guarantee that, bro.
I'm not, but no, I'm
gonna come out with a sequel, nigga. It's gonna be smooth parts.
I am gonna guarantee we are not gonna spend 12 minutes talking about dolls' private parts.
It was a retraction. It's the first one I've ever done.
I think
nigga.
and
listen, I've said horrible shit about Israel and Hamas and black and white and slavery and Reconstruction. But Barbie, I was like, you know what? I made a mistake. And I admit it.
Well, and we're definitely split on this because no matter how much they tell you to let go reality, the motherfucker was not that good. It was not super funny. It was a lot of weird stuff in it. And there was a lot of stuff that I thought was fair at best. Okay. And I understood the underlying message and I didn't give a fuck. And there's a lot of people that watched it that said the same shit.
Your crotch ain't smooth. If you had
I had a smooth crotch, I would relate to it completely.
Like, oh, I see what they say.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but I don't. So in terms,
I don't have a smooth crotch either, but
you try to,
I'm empathetic, bro. I'm
so everybody that normally follows us in Body Chambers, what's happening? We won't be talking about doll crotches or doll balls or doll.
I might. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know always what my topic is.
I think you won't. I think that
there's gonna be another movie.
You will pull back from the doll private parts.
Monday, Monday I will.
Yeah, by Monday the private parts of dolls. And for the people that watch this, I want y'all to know that, and I'm speaking for myself. I've never really been. Yes, Whitey, we need to arrest him for
doll lives don't matter.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying.
Doll lives do not matter.
I'm gonna speak for myself. Yeah, I won't be having any discussions about doll pussy.
AJ Fit, have a good weekend, man. Everybody have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.
I hope if you're gathering around Sunday brunch, bring up the doll pussy and see what happens. See how smooth the crotch gets.
If you're at church and you happen to have a break,
hallelujah.
Yeah, talk.
And they're trying to stop you from having sex and babies anyway, so yeah. Smooth out your crotch.
Talk to your partitioners.
That's what we said.
Them. Yeah, ask them. What's your stance on doll pussy? See how far that conversation goes. Just ask it.
To crotch or not to crotch? YT says have a smooth weekend. Exactly. Crotch yourself. Here's the thing, guys. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We'll be back at you Monday. It'll be February by then. And we'll be halfway through 2024.
Yeah,
by the end of that week. So
this shit show, this 2024, this shit show that's going to be circling the fucking bowl, and we're about to go down, and we're separating America. So we'll see you. I will see you tomorrow, about a 50-50. See you tomorrow because I have to drive all the way out to fucking Highland.
I won't be here though.
Yeah, so he won't. So
I won't be here the rest of the week. So,
So we'll see you
I'll
Monday.
see y'all Monday.
Monday. All right.
That's
Hey, Savage AF, we out.
it.